morning, beautiful souls. Hey, so the fear of other people's opinions. Here we go. So there's a book written by Michael Gervais about the fear of other people's opinion. And Michael Gervais is a sports psychologist. So he deals with athletes on the main stage. Well, there's NFL, NBA, WNBA, all the, elite squads. And of course, the fear of other people's opinions run heavy with those people on the main stage. Because it's not only their fans that they're worried about, is the opposite team's fans that's shouting obscenities at them, right? So of course they have to block that out in order to perform. We can't imagine how hard that is already. Because right now, we're afraid of other people's opinions, naturally. Imagine an athlete on that stage. That's why that book is worth to check out. Haven't read it yet, but I saw the interview on it. That's on the list, right? Now, my teachings come from Arthur Brooks. Arthur Brooks is a Harvard professor who's also a psychologist and a neuroscientist. He has a podcast called Office Hours. Amazing podcast. His objective is to teach the teachers. So I'm getting a free Harvard degree online on YouTube by Arthur Brooks. Let's go. He said the reason why we're afraid of other people's opinions is because in our brain, there's a part that magnifies shame. Yes, shame. Now, shame comes from when we're young, when our brain is still developing. And I remember one time I was in the 3rd grade and I was answering a math question and I said tree instead of 3. And that teacher drew a tree on the board. Everybody started laughing. It was embarrassing. It was horrible. That's where my shame started. Even though it probably started younger, I just don't remember it, but I remember that one, right? So that goes to show that from those little increments in time of feeling shame, right away we become afraid of other people's opinions. And shame is something that's hard to really address. But Arthur Brooks said there's 3 ways of attacking other people's opinion. The first one is to face your shame. Don't be afraid of your shame. Just know that it was a learning experience. Number 2 is to understand that nobody really cares. This is why I did that video yesterday, to make it a lot easier for today's session, because judging is where you're afraid of other people's opinions also. And number 3 was judging. He said try not to judge or you'll be judged. That's why I did a whole rant on judging yesterday, because of today's video. I just had to compliment each other, because that to me was such a big thing. I was like, judging, I can't just say, hey, don't judge, without giving a whole background to it. But yeah, judging others makes you fear other people's opinions, and to know that people don't really care because they're worrying about themselves. That's something to really acknowledge and face your shame. Don't be afraid of it, and know that it came from a place of learning. Because now I don't say tree no more, I say 3. Okay? Love and light.